Hello everyone and welcome back. I'm your host, Veteran Mountain Man. And so we're going to discuss self-ownership. I know this might seem like a weird topic for a Thursday, but I was watching some political philosophy videos and the topic came up. And I figured it might be a good time to go ahead and do another video about this since it's been a while since I have. So what is self-ownership is usually the biggest question. Well, that's very simple to define. Self-ownership means that you own yourself. It means that you own your efforts, your labor, everything that you produce, everything that you will produce, you own. It's basically the fundamental founding principle of the idea that you are free. If you do not have self-ownership, you are not free, by definition. Because if someone else owns you, whether it's a collective or an individual, you are enslaved to that owner. That person has the rights to dictate what you do, how you behave, how you think. So the idea of self-ownership is the ultimate act of freedom. And this is actually a very radical concept in the world. It didn't really show up as a major founding principle of ideas and political parties until the 1700s. It was one of the reasons that the U.S. colonists put together the Declaration of Independence, is that they owned themselves. King George didn't have the right to tax them into oblivion, didn't have the right to summarily throw them in jail or call representation in foreign lands where they couldn't attend and represent themselves, because that is the act of a totalitarian and not the act of someone who respects freedom, liberty, and is just governing. And so the question now comes down to many of these collectivist groups, Black Lives Matter, Antifa, by any means necessary, even the Democrat Party, the intersectionalists, the cultural Marxists, the radical leftists, all of them believe that the group owns everybody that is identified as part of that group based off their identity. And that right there is actually the antithesis of individual freedom. All that is collectivism, collective slavery. And the fact that the Democrat Party is still pushing the slavery motif under a new flag with new rules and new decisions on it just shows that they haven't really changed. Because, see, once you are part of the collective, you have to do everything that the collective tells you to maintain your membership in the collective, or you are kicked out of the collective, and then you're on your own. And the idea of ostracization is an old one. Ostracism was used in the United States before there was actually ever a fundamental government in the United States. The Puritans, the Pilgrims, the Quakers, and the Shakers all used ostracism as a form of punishment. They would kick you out of your community and make you try to survive on your own. And it was a horrible thing to do. And so many people would accept other punishments than being ostracized, because ostracism was a death sentence. And they've gone back to using it, the Democrats and the leftists. Because if you're kicked out of your group, well, who are you going to talk to? You're not going to have any friends. You're going to be all alone. How are you going to make it? That's what they play on. That's the fear. So I would ask everybody to spread this video far and wide and get as many people to see it as you can. Also, I'd ask you to like and subscribe, or thumbs up and subscribe on BitChute. You can also catch me at the other social media sites down below. And as always, have yourself a great day.